Hi, it's Tony again with Alamo Slim Clinic, and I'm starting to do a lot of videos with my successful patients just to hear their real true life story of how easy or how difficult it was to lose weight on the medical weight loss shots. So today I'm with Elma. Elma has been with us about 2.5 months, right?
Yes.
You lost 16 pounds,
Yes, I have.
and that's good, very good. So we always look for about 2 to 4 pounds every week. Uh, about 10 pounds a month, but some people are smaller than others, and that averages out about 10 weeks, you've lost 16 pounds. It's 10 weeks. So 1.6 pounds per week. That's still a lot.
Slow and steady.
Yes, slow and steady wins the race.
Yes.
So just tell us, just in general, what the overall experience was like so far.
The overall experience, it's been over 5 years since I've been able to even reach the goal of even where I'm at right now. And that was with exercising and changing my eating habits. And I just couldn't break the scale. And so doing this has really changed everything where I'm still increasing my exercising, but also my eating habits as well, but seeing the changes in my body. Um, the biggest challenge for me has been the food suppressant. So it's like really making sure that I'm still eating because it does, for at least for me, one of the symptoms was the food suppressant. So I wouldn't get hungry.
Meaning too much suppressant.
Yeah.
You didn't want to eat.
Yeah. And so it was just really like, okay, no, like putting my timers and making sure that I'm still eating, my fruits, my veggies, even chicken. That was one of my struggles. And then the water intake and just making sure that I'm getting enough water throughout the day too.
Yeah, a lot of my patients, when they really kick in and really get used to being on the medicine, say that when they started to listen to me talk about drink more water, it really helped, with the weight loss a lot. And you are on semaglutide, right?
Yes.
That's the medicine you're taking. People worry about side effects before they try a medicine like this. What was your experience with any side effects?
I had a couple of side effects in the beginning where it was like the headaches, and then kind of like the stomach ache, but it was mostly due to the water intake.
Yeah.
Once I opened up about what I was experiencing within like the first 3 weeks here, and then you kept advocating water, water, water. So I started increasing my water and making sure that I just was drinking more, and that took away all of my headaches. It took away the nausea, the stomach aches, the cramping. So I do believe that definitely water is going to be the biggest factor.
And you had told me that you couldn't get past below the certain barrier before, even with going to exercise a lot. So tell us a little bit more about that.
So I've been fluctuating between 140 to 165, and that's been within the past 5 years. And even going to the gym and then changing my eating habits, I couldn't break 140. It would be between like 140, 145, and I just kept fluctuating.
Yeah.
And I couldn't see any of those changes in my body, even from like my pant sizes, my shirt sizes, and I couldn't understand. And so after, implementing this into my daily routines, like my diet, I'm finally broke the 140s and I'm in the 130s and I feel the best I've ever felt. I have way more energy now. I just feel great.
Yeah. And a lot of people, talk about the feeling great, and it's kind of hard to explain until you experience it.
Yeah.
But I do these to get a lot of people are on the fence and afraid to try these medicines, and that's why I want to hear those stories, because people tell me in the clinic, but I want it not to come from my mouth, but the real experienced people.
So. And the biggest thing is just don't look at the scale and don't look at the numbers, because it can be discouraging, and then just don't compare yourself to others, because you're your own person and it's going to be different for each one.
Yeah.
So I know that I'm seeing some stories and successful stories as well, and it was like, wait, I'm not losing that much in a month or in a week or 2 months. Like, what's wrong? But at the same time, I look at my before and after, and I'm just like, no, it's slow and steady for me, but I feel great. I don't want to, lose 20 pounds in 1 month and then feel completely terrible. Or, it's been different, but not really focusing on the scale. It's just more of how I look and how I feel.
Yeah.
And just taking it week by week.
But we said in the beginning, it was slow and steady, like a lot of times wins the race. Your first month was just 4 pounds lost, but
Yeah.
still 4 pounds is better than gaining 4 pounds that month. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then now you just stuck with it. The next month was like 9,
Nine and then
and then the
3.
last 2 weeks another 3 pounds. So
Yeah.
it just keeps coming off, and
Hmm.
that's why people just stick with it. It'll just keep coming off. So I really appreciate you coming in and doing the video with us,
Yeah.
and it's very good to see you having so much success. That's
Yeah.
what made me want to do this business, helping people out.
It's been
Thanks a
great,
lot.
so thank you so much.
Congratulations.
And
I know
thank you
you're
for all
still.
the advice as well, because
Wow.
it's been tremendously helpful for me. And not doing it alone. So it's been
Right.
great coming in person and just, expressing what I feel and
Yeah.
symptoms and just getting the advice, and it does help.
Well, thanks again.
Thank
Take care.
you.